You are listening to The Joyce Aldrich Show at CHHA 1610 AM. La voz de la comunidad, Toronto.
Diamond ring, 'cause she's a sweet, sweet thing, so nice inside and out. That's a fact, there is no doubt. She's that girl with the yellow dress on. You want that girl with the yellow dress on. Such a sweet, sweet thing. I wish her luck on everything. Like to see her conquer the world. 'Cause of course, she's a real nice girl. She's that girl with the yellow dress on. You want that girl with the yellow dress on. That's a fact, but friendship runs higher than that. You like her, I confess, 'cause she looks so good in that yellow dress. You want that girl, you want that girl, you want that girl with the yellow dress on.
Girl with the Yellow Dress On, and in studio tonight I have Mark Wihlidal and the Doctors of Music, and that was them. And Mark's an Oshawa singer-songwriter. He's a fearless artist, and he decided to take a chance on his musical craft later in life with the first of many singles, and we're going to be playing those tonight. Wihlidal's fluid sonic nature is reflected in the recording process, relying mainly on trust between bandmates. He says, when I create a song, I always encourage my bandmates to create their own parts. Everyone is involved in the creative process. I believe it makes the songs sound better. Mark, do you trust these guys, really? Come close.
With my musical life, I trust them, yes.
Yeah, well, that sounded pretty good. It sounded like your trust is in the right place. So who have you got with you tonight?
Well, I got Mr. Jeff Sloan on my left here, and Jeff and I have been together playing music together since 2009. And on my right here, I have our fabulous drummer, Mr. Steve Wilcox.
Hello.
Yeah, come on close to those mics there. Okay. Kiss the mic.
Kiss the mic, yeah.
Kiss the mic. Or don't kiss Mike, just kiss the mic. I don't know. I'm not going there. Anyway, it's a family show. So I'm so happy you got to be on the show, because we had to postpone you once, and we got you in. This is the second time. We finally got you in here. You come all the way from Oshawa and Thornhill, I believe, as well.
That's right.
So, yeah, it's a little bit of a trek. How was the drive in tonight?
Oh, it's really good. What do you think, Jeff? Jeff drove tonight, and
we just used the GPS. It was fine.
Yeah. Just move a little closer. I think she needs
you there. Bring the mic right up.
Jeff's a quiet guy anyway.
No, but bring it up to your mouth.
Yeah.
Actually, it was a good trip coming in, and we're so thankful for you having us on your great little radio station here. We're just very thankful that you're having us on, Joyce, and every time we do one of these things, it's always fantastic. And your station has so many listeners, and yeah, you're so kind to us too.
Oh my goodness! Oh, you're really schmoozing me. But well, you know what? No, I'll tell you, it's wonderful to have you. The music is great, and we love having you here. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about you. I noticed a lot of you've written a lot of love songs. So is there a story there? There's got to be a story there.
I don't. The first song I wrote was about a breakup with a girlfriend. What is love? Mm-hmm. And Evil Spell is actually about rekindled friendship. If you listen to the words, it's about a friendship that you might have lost, and then years later you get back with that person and everything. And Yellow Dress is about a girl that I met years ago. And she was just a really sweet young woman, but I'm old and she was a little young, but we became instant friends, and we were friends for a long time. And because of her great personality, I wrote that song, Yellow Dress, about her. She's just a kind, beautiful young lady, and we were such good friends, I wrote that song about her because she's...
I love it. It's as fresh as the Yellow Dress. It's a fresh, beautiful song. So your music is blues rock?
Yeah, I would say so. Jeff played guitar on that Yellow Dress.
It was great.
Jeff
great.
and I did the studio on that. Steve wasn't... We only met Steve about 14 months ago, the two Steves. So the Doctors of Music have only been together about 14 months, or not even a year yet, actually, as a band. But we're still doing those previous songs. I'll explain them later too. But
we'll be, and you'll be playing live for our audience tonight. You know, and I was so happy to have you on in the middle of the summer, really, because it's July 30th, and people are out there right now. They're barbecuing, or in the middle of the lake on a sailboat or a catamaran or something, or people are sitting around. And I thought, let's give them some party music. Let's give them a good evening of music. Also, we're going to be playing some Lisa Hartt now tonight as well. You know Lisa.
Oh, Lisa's a sweet lady.
She's listening tonight.
Yeah, she is too. She told me she was going to. We all work under the Entertainment Music Group Collective, and that's run by Sandy Graham and Peter Ashted, and it's a new label they're having out, and I'm honored to be under their label with them. Such great artists, Lisa Hartt, Andy Kim, and Tommy James, and they let us in this little group. Sandy Graham has been an inspiration to our band. I don't know where we'd be without her. Just a wonderful lady, and she's a big lady in Canadian music. And I'll tell you a story about her later on too.
Well, we got it's 7. I was going to say we can tell that story now.
Well, okay. Well, how about I start where we began, maybe, and then you can. And
okay. Well, we'll start where you began. That's a good idea.
Well, way back in 2009, I met Jeff, and I'll keep it kind of short. We were working at the school boards, and a teacher introduced me to Jeff, and I hadn't played music in 30 years, and I decided, well, I'm going to get some. I went to a bar one night, saw a band, and I thought I can do that again. I did it before, so I worked in schools, and I met Jeff. Jeff was a teacher at the time. And another teacher had said, oh, you got to get together with this guy in 2009. So since 2009, Jeff and I have been playing together with Jim Sexsmith, another guy who was with us for a while.
Good people, yeah.
And we were playing all the local clubs. And then in 2017, Jim left, and Jeff and I didn't know what direction we were going in. We were still playing the clubs as a duo. But then we met Steve and Steve about 14 months ago, and the Doctors of Music were created. Now, a few of those songs, the earlier songs, were done with some other people, which I'll explain later, too.
Right.
And but now, Life is a Mystery, You and Me, and Searching for True Love is the new band now. So, but Jeff's been on every song pretty well since we started. So, yeah.
No, it's great. And the thing is, what people... music is not necessarily a young person's business. Everyone likes to believe, if you're not young, you're not going to do it, you're not going to make it. But really, we have so much to say, as we, I don't know, this ageism thing is really getting to me,
Well, Sandy Graham is promoting us also. She is promoting ageism in music, too.
Yeah,
the artists that, like Lisa Hartt and ourselves, and we're aged artists, but she still thinks that Well, you know what? Music, it doesn't matter in music.
It doesn't.
Age doesn't matter. You listen to a song, you don't think how old they are.
No, not at all. And, Lisa started off, my gosh, she was, young kid, and really young kid. And you're going into the clubs in Montreal when she's like 14 years old, 13 years old. And you guys, too, it's not like it's not like there are no overnight successes, as they say, No. And the thing is, though, we have to keep going. We have to keep telling our stories. And you do this through your music as well. So I was, what I can do is, I want to ask you about Santiago de Cuba. You have your shirt on, and
Yes, I wasn't allowed in here without a shirt.
Yeah, we made him wear a shirt. We got a Batman shirt. We got a Santiago de Cuba shirt. We got a real rock and guitar shirt on Mark. So, but you have a story about Santiago de Cuba.
Well, when I started going to Cuba, I was floored by the musicians down there. And I especially heard the Trez and just had to get into that. Well, I came across an instructor up here who'd been born down there, and he was well over 60 years as a pro musician in the Santiago area.
Right.
And Palma Soriano. Anyhow, Isidro Martinez Panenque has been teaching me on and off the Trez for 10-odd years, and it's mostly a friendship. He and I just love the music, and I got into it that way.
That's beautiful.
And it's a whole different world. It's the rhythms and such down in Cuba are initially outside my culture. A blend of African and Spanish, and I just love the
European,
stuff.
and actually classical as well. It's
yeah.
Such a mix.
Oh, they're amazing.
There's like over 1,000, 2,000 different rhythms.
Yeah.
It's just phenomenal.
Oh, they're amazing.
I know and Cuban music stands out. It's very different from the rest of the Latino music.
Yeah.
And Latin music is beautiful, but each one has their own style of music, like any country. Yeah. But so when was the last time you were down in Cuba?
Well, I think it was just before COVID hit.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got a bit of a health challenge with my wife, so I haven't been traveling too much in the last couple of years anyway.
Right.
But COVID kind of stopped that.
Stopped a lot of things.
Yeah.
Music and everything. But not you guys. You guys are still playing. So, Mark, when we come back, we're going to be playing What is Love?
Okay.
You want to give the backstory for that a bit?
Well, actually, this is the very first song that I wrote in. Well, Jeff and I, Jim had left the band, the Last Chance band we were in then, and Jeff and I wanted to continue on.
Yeah.
And I was talking to my cousins, Brian Watts and his wife, Betty Ann Wihlidal, my first cousin, and he has his home recording studio. So I said, I got a song, Brian, and this was my very first song, the What is Love? And we did it at a home recording studio with Betty Ann and Brian. And actually, that was the very first song that was ever played on radio for us by Britta Gerwin in Hunters Bay Radio. What a sweetheart this lady has been. She was the very first to play our music on February 4th, 2021.
Boy, that's like you earning your first dollar bill, and you frame it. But it's like that. It's huge.
I had tears of joy in my eyes. I did, really. And then the next week, she played it on Valentine's Day. And, the song's really about just a troubled relationship, kind of. But you know what?
Yeah.
It was a love song too, right? So I'm just over the moon because after that was played in 222, I met Sandy Graham on an unexpected phone call, and ever since we've met Sandy Graham, we become personal friends.
Wonderful.
And on her Cashbox radio, she put Yellow Dress, and then she said she wants to promote us.
Wow.
And it's just thanks to her and Eric Alper, Peter Ashted. I don't know where we'd be without those people.
All good people. And, musicians need others to support them. And, how we do it is by buying their music, going out to support them at gigs. We're going to talk more about that as we continue in the show. But we're going to go to break right now. And when we come back, we are going to be playing What is Love? So right after this, we'll be back with Mark Wihlidal and the Doctors of Music, and a beautiful song called What is Love?
Listen to us all around the world. Visit CHHA1610am.ca for new content daily.
What is Love, Mark Wihlidal and the Doctors of Music. And it is now 7:19 here at CHHA 1610 AM, and it's 22 nice degrees. Not too hot, not too cold, but the music in here is great tonight. And we're gonna relax, sit back. We're gonna have a little bit of a party here, I think. What do you think, Mark?
I think so.
I think so.
What do you think, Steve?
I don't think much.
Steve's a drummer, you know.
That's why. Drummers don't think
I'm not
much.
saying that drummers don't. Oh no, you drummers. So you joined 14 months ago. Geez, they've counted that like the baby, the baby steps. Like you got a 14-month-old kid, So it's like they're happy to have you. They're counting the months, counting the days. So what is it like working with Mark?
It's a lot of fun and challenging too.
Yeah, how is that?
It's all his material is all original, and I have to try and come up with drum parts and just learn the stuff, And I've enjoying. I thought all his songs are great.
They are.
Yeah, they appeal to me.
Steve is a real professional too. So is Jeff.
Yeah,
and
Jeff, yeah.
And Big Steve, who isn't here tonight. I mean,
we're missing one guy.
This is the best team that I've had, and it's not just us two. There's Brian Watts and Betty Ann, they do our videos. Rob Hare is our fifth Beatle. He's the fifth Beatle. Rob is such a great guy. He helps us on recordings. He was on Evil Spell, Yellow Dress, Life's a Mystery. But he doesn't play live with us that often, and that's okay. It's just we just have such a team, Peter, like Sandy Graham, Eric Alper.
Yep.
I mean, Peter Ashted, and plus I have video people of Marie Bekesi, Steve's wife. She does, she used to be an English teacher, so she does dictation when I have bios to do to send off to radio stations.
Oh wow, you've got the full team. You know, your music brings me back in a really, really, really good way. It brings me back to the colonial. It brings me back to all those great venues back in the 70s when you can go out and hear this really good blues rock.
Well, I tell you what,
I love it.
A lot of it has to do with these three guys that are in the band.
Yep.
And when
Jeff,
we play
Steve,
live,
and
Steve.
Yeah,
Steve Wilcox,
yeah.
Steve Bekesi, Jeff Sloan, and myself.
Yeah.
And I tell you, I have the best guys, and because we practice now and we laugh. There's no drama. There's no, you know what? There's never been any expectations, I think. So we just take everything as it comes and enjoy it while you have it.
Yeah.
You know the music business. Well, you must know it somewhat. I was told that every Friday, radio programmers in Canada get 80,000 to 190,000 songs a week from independent artists like us.
Yes.
So we are so fortunate to have a few songs on the radio, quite a few songs.
Yeah. It's actually a miracle. I hate to put it that way. It's like a miracle to get any airplane. It's not like the old days. We could just bring a record in and say, hey, will you play this tonight? And they go, oh, spin that, you know. It's like it's not Elvis Presley days anymore, you know. It's very different.
It is a different world out there. And there isn't many places to play live where we are anymore either. And I don't know. I just started writing songs, and I've had so many ideas. We got 2 on the go that... Jeff's going to play on one to finish it off, and Steve and Jeff are playing on the next one, which I haven't given to Steve yet. But, when I send it over, these guys are so committed, they go right to it and try and do the best parts possible, so I never have to worry.
So, do you play an instrument? Mark, do you play?
Yeah, I play guitar.
Of course, you play guitar. You brought your guitar.
Jeff plays guitar. He plays bass with us, but he plays guitar. He plays keyboard. This guy's one of the best drummers around. You could ask him. He plays jazz. He plays Latin.
Oh, wonderful.
And he's just a real a committed professional. And I'm glad to be with these guys. I've never had a good band other than when I played in Cuba at the Beatles bar. Every band I ever sang with there was... unbelievably good.
Okay, tell us that story.
Okay, so in 2012, I wasn't going to go back to Cuba anymore because all they had was Latin music. And I'm sorry, I do like it, but you can only... So in 2012, they allowed rock and roll in Cuba. January 1st, 2012.
Well, that's why I've got you here tonight, by the way.
So I went down in February or March, and I met this Miguel Dioca guy, my good friend there, and Ariam Leon.
Okay.
Now, they ran the Blues Connection band in Veradero, and they said, Mark, I gave them a bunch of guitar picks and stuff, and they said, do you sing? Come tomorrow and try out. So I went the next day, and they liked my singing, so they hired, that night I went up and sang with the band, and I have never stopped. I actually belong to a band in Veradero.
Oh, yeah? Which one?
The Blues Connection band. Oh. And I can go on stage anytime I want and sing with those guys. They're just great people.
Oh,
the culture is, I just love the Cuban people. And
they are very beautiful.
I could go on for 5-10 minutes and name Cami Vera, Ray Martinez, Miguel Valvida. There's just so many guys that I loved. They were so kind to me. And that's where I really learned how to sing professionally. I'd sing 18 shows in 9 days with them. And I sang with the other 4 bands, too, at the Beatles bar. I sang with everybody. And it made me a professional. They helped me get to here.
It's true, because if you want to get your chops, perform with a Cuban band. I was with a Cuban band for 11 years. Oh, my goodness. Did I transcend? Seriously, it's and the way they treat each other in the band, it's an incredible experience.
Well, if one member can't make it that night, another guy comes from another band.
Oh yeah,
and they don't have any problem with that. Now here in Canada, you can't play with them. You can't play.
Oh no.
And they all hug and kiss each other, and we took them instruments, and Jeff has done musicians. That too.
Yeah.
We took them amplifiers. Every time I'd have suitcases full of stuff. Yeah. But they are such kind, wonderful people. Yeah. The Cuban people, I love them. And musicians.
Oh,
Oh, my gosh. And playing 3-chord rock and roll, they could do that in their sleep.
Oh, yeah, that's simple. That's simple. When you compare with all the different types of Cuban music and everything. It's a wealth that we can. Yeah, it's. I'm just thinking about my days in the Cuban band for 11 years, and it was the best time of my life.
Amazing musicians,
absolutely.
Amazing. Miguel de Oca, Ariam Leon, 2 of my best friends there, and now most of them have left. Most of them have left and gone to Florida or Spain.
Oh, yes, that's true. A lot of them gone down to Florida.
It's terrible times there for the Cuban people.
It is horrible. For the young people especially,
Yeah.
So we need to support them
always
in any way we can,
Always.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. But when we come back, we're going to be playing "Life Can Be a Mystery."
All right.
Yeah. So that was released back in July 2022.
Yes, it was. And our good friend Campbell Cochran was on that song with us. He's filled in with Jeff and I for years, and we still jam with him probably every week, eh?
Yeah.
So what's this thing about karma?
Well, that song, when you play You and Me, I'll explain that a little bit then.
Okay, because that was more about karma, right?
Life is a mystery. I didn't write that about anybody in particular. I didn't write about anything in particular other than I wanted to write a positive song.
Okay.
And Life is a Mystery is a positive song. Don't look behind. Don't look back. Walk through that door and reach for what you get. That's kind of like saying you can't sit in your ass. You got to go and get it. Don't look back. You won't like what you see. Look ahead. Let your mind be free. Life isn't fair for you and me, but without a care, you'll be free. Don't worry about the past. Walk through the open doors. Don't look back at the closed doors. That's mostly, and life is a mystery, and you can solve it if you stay positive, I think. That's just the message I was trying to get.
That is a message that everybody needs to hear. I'll tell you, I put you in the rotation, so people are going to be hearing your music, and that's going to be wonderful. So we're going to go to break now and come back with Life Can Be a Mystery. It can be, but we can solve it by being positive. We never know what's going to happen from one moment to the next. Absolutely not. So we'll be back right after this break.
CHHA 1610 AM. You are listening to The Joyce Aldrich Show at CHHA 1610 AM. La voz de la comunidad, Toronto.
Life is a mystery, that's a fact. Don't look behind, never look back. Walk through that door, reach for what you get. Never look back on any regrets. Oh, life can be such a mystery. Don't look back, you won't like what you see. Look ahead, let that mind be free. Life isn't fair for you and for me. Move straight ahead and you'll be free. Oh, life can be such a mystery. such a mystery. Such a mystery.
Life can be a mystery, all right. And we're going to be playing some beautiful music. I can hear something right now. Yeah, okay, you guys. Yeah, they're just tuning up. We got Mark Wihlidal and Jeff and Steve just tuning up there. That was really nice segue for the music. But we're going to be hearing some live music now. And what are you going to play for us, Mark?
Well, you know, there's a song called Evil Spell, and Jeff plays just a beautiful guitar.
Yeah,
on
I
this.
didn't have that recording, so I was hoping you'd play it live.
This one is about, it's not about evil at all.
No, what is it?
It's actually about...
It's not about evil. What is it about?
It's about that rekindled friendship, and you haven't seen somebody in years, and maybe you had a falling out. And,
oh, yeah.
But then you see them again, and it's like things never change. It's like all love and positivity again. You know, you see somebody after years, and you forget about whatever it was that you... Anyway,
okay,
here's a little song called Evil Spell.
Okay, we're listening.
Maybe tomorrow we can reach for the sun, be together all day long. Maybe we can be like we used to be, love and laughter indeed. Things would turn out oh so well, but it looks like we've finally broken through that evil spell. Have known we could be free again, live, love, and laugh. That's the plan. Live for the future, forget the past. Live every day like it's your last. Things wouldn't turn out so well, but it looks like we've finally broken through that evil spell. That evil spell, that evil spell, that evil spell. That evil spell.
Wow. Oh, that's
Jeff Sloan, everybody.
Jeff Sloan.
Steve Wilcox on the sticks back here. You probably couldn't hear him.
I could.
Part.
I could. It was fantastic. You know what I would love? I would love to see you and Lisa Hartt in concert together.
Well, you know, I'd love to play guitar with Lisa Hartt. She's just
man,
you know,
guys you're perfect together, you know?
She has done such good things. I'm so happy for her. She's got this with the EMG. She's not on a comeback. I say her music always was good.
Exactly.
And it stays good, and she just doing some more music that's really good.
Exactly.
You know?
And the same thing with you guys, you know, like, but I would are you gigging anywhere coming up?
We are gonna be playing. I don't have the date yet, but we're gonna be playing the Horseshoe Tavern, and that's
epic, classic. That's you guys,
epic.
Absolutely. That's where you belong.
And November 17th, we have a big benefit going on in Oshawa.
Okay.
For the Oshawa Mental Health and the Drive Mental Health Foundation.
Very good.
There's going to be Jack de Kaiser's the headliner, and I'm sure you've heard of Jack, and everybody has. And we're going to be us and Jack, we're going to do this show together, and we're going to do it for Oshawa Mental Health and the Drive Mental Health Foundation.
So good.
Tickets will be $25. It's Friday, November 17th. I haven't put out any details yet because it's still too early.
I know, yeah, it is. But, you know, maybe closer to the date, we can have you back.
And
with Lisa.
We're also, Craig from the Horseshoe's going to call me this Thursday, and hopefully... He said something about September 26th, but I can't say that yet. So
okay, but it's a tentative date.
It's going to be September, October, and also Sandy helped get me in the side door in that one too. Sandy and EMG Collective, they've just been so good to us. And,
Horseshoe is perfect for you guys. Absolutely. Great,
I think we can do it. If you heard us live, Steve is an exceptional drummer.
I know. You're sort of hamstrung tonight, aren't you, Steve?
And Jeff Sloan is a musician, man. This guy, he doesn't get enough credit. And Steve Bekesi, too.
Oh, yeah.
Such a
Talk
nice
about
man,
Bekesi.
Steve. These guys are great guitar players.
Yeah.
They can play bass. They can play keyboards. They're just musicians.
That's it.
And Jeff plays live with everybody. He could lead a band. He can fill in. He can improvise. Steve, too.
Oh, yeah.
These guys, I love playing with them because... I'm the only one who's making mistakes.
Cubans.
I'm the only one making mistakes. And it's my music.
Well, there you go. Well, you trust these guys. You told me you trust them. So
I do trust them.
The music sounds fantastic.
The friendship is what it is, really.
Isn't it, though? And music brings so many people together. And I'm so glad you're doing things for the mental health as well. That's fantastic.
Well, Jeff and I have always put on shows for the Simcoe Settlement House in Oshawa. We've done a lot of work like that. And well, a lot of us have had good jobs, and I have a couple pensions, and I'm just lucky. I don't have a lot of money, and Jeff, neither. We don't have a lot of money, but we don't mind giving, too. Because
giving back, eh?
You know what? There's a lot of people hurting out there, and we don't mind giving a little bit. I mean, we're not rich, but we don't
give
mind.
A little bit.
And you know what? It's good for your soul. It's good for your soul to do nice things for people. You know, and I don't see that as much today as I used to, right? So you don't see as many people doing good things like, you know. Yeah, no,
but when you do, it's wonderful. Listen, have you got another song before we go to break? Well, you got your gitters out. Gitters.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure we could.
Yeah, we got time. We got about 4 or 5 minutes there. 4 minutes.
Okay. Well, here's one that we're going to put out shortly that we did last year in the home studio at Rob Hare's house.
Uh-huh.
And I was out west in Calgary in the mountains, as I told you. And I kept listening to this song. And I thought, gee, we got to put this out.
Well, my
and
brother's
Jeff's
going
to come in and put some parts. And this one's called Let the Music Live. I'm only going to do a little bit because, anyway...
Oh, that's
Let's see if you like it. This is going to come out shortly. We're going to get Jeff to come in and do some bass. We might get Steve to do a couple fill-in drum parts, but definitely Steve's on our next song, a bluesy track we're doing in the recording studio. Anyway,
well, let's
we got
hear
so
a little
many things
bit of
going.
this beautiful song. I'm sure it's great.
let me sing one more song. Please let me sing before I'm gone. Please let me on that stage. One more time before I leave it all behind. Please don't let me fade away. Let the music live for another day. Please let me sing one more song. One more song, then I'll move along. Let me rock and roll today. One more time for a fade away. Please don't let me fade away. Let the music live for another day. Come on, John.
My goodness, Jeff, we got to get you in here with your trace, because I can hear traces of tres when you're playing there. Fantastic. We're going to go to break, okay. And when we come back, we're going to listen to You and Me and Searching for True Love. We're going to have them back to back. We're going to listen to both of them, and then you can...
Good drumming, Steve.
Well, we're going to go to break right now.
He is really good, honestly.
I can tell.
You just can't hear him tonight.
I know.
I can hear a lot of influences in his work.
Yeah, we're going to go to break.
CHHA 1610 AM, the first and only Hispanic radio station in Canada, from Toronto to the world.
Never be you and but you can't hide. Karma will get you every time. You can't hide those little lies. It'll catch you from behind. You and me, I thought it was to be, but you had other things in mind. At the front was leaving me behind. So you and me, it could never, 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 never be. You can run, but you can't hide. Karma will get you every time. You can't hide those little lies. It'll catch you from behind. Get you every time. You can't hide those little lies. It will catch you from behind. Oh,
Wow, that is great rock. Great rock here with Mark Wihlidal and the Doctors of Music. And man, I feel better already. I'm feeling good.
Thank you very much.
And Steve, Batman there. You wore a Batman shirt. You're being like Batman. You're so silent, strong and silent, you know. We'll have to talk about your childhood or something, you know. So we're going to have we're going to have you here for the next hour for sure. And we're going to be talking a lot about all kinds of things. And as we know, Sinead O'Connor, of course, passed this last week. And this is a very sad thing. I'm not going to be playing Nothing Compares to You, but I will be playing one of Lisa Hartt's songs when we come back out of this, and also one of Len Mizzoni. Do you know Len Mizzoni at all? Ever heard of him?
I've never heard of him.
Yeah, great musician. So I'll be playing his song plus Lisa Hartt's song, and I think I was listening to them and thought, you know what, Sinead would approve. She would have loved these songs, and I thought more of a commemoration to her rather than playing her music.
Well, Lisa's a sweetheart anyway, and she deserves some accolades too, boy.
Yeah, but Steve, Batman, we're going to be going to break, really hard break at 7:58 because it just shuts me down to go to commercial, so I don't get to talk over. But you know, we'll talk about. I want to talk about your background in music and you know, where you've come from. So. Think about that for the next hour, because I'm going to be coming at you. I'm going to be putting the bat signal in the sky. I'm going to say, come and tell me about yourself, because you drummers, you know, you're a silent lot, like Ringo Starr. Everyone knew about everybody else but Ringo, you know. Do you like Ringo Starr? Who's your favorite drummer?
Well, Ringo definitely is one of them. I have many favorite drummers, but Ringo was the drummer that inspired me to want to play the drums, besides my dad.
And I didn't even know that. There you go.
Ringo inspired a lot of people to play the drums.
And he's a left-handed drummer, was he not?
Yes, he was, and so am I. And
you really?
But we both set the drum set up like a right-handed person. Ringo actually learned to play right-handed on the right-handed kit, but I play left-handed on a right-handed kit. I just play my right cymbal on the left side.
Well, didn't he do that too?
No, Ringo plays with his right hand on the right cymbal, left hand on the snare. I have my right hand on the snare, left hand on the cymbal.
Wow.
So we both set up right-handed. You know, I mean, I taught Ringo everything he knew.
I was going to say there had to be a connection there somehow, you know.
Yeah. Well, Ringo was just an inspiration to everyone. You know, when the Beatles came out.
He's so solid. Solid, and that's the important thing with drummers. You know, you got to be solid. You can't speed up. You can't tune down. Yeah,
right.
It's just the way it is.
But I would say Buddy Rich was a drummer that inspired me a lot. I love
Buddy Rich. Oh yeah,
he was a wonderful drummer, and I still love Buddy.
But
there's so many I couldn't name them all.
Yeah,
Johnny Carson, Buddy Rich, that was something else.
They were good friends.
Oh, I know these drummers. Any drummers, modern day drummers that you relate to? Or
yeah, well, Vinnie Colaiuta is a drummer. Lives in L.A. Who's a wonderful drummer. He's played with Sting, and I mean.
Right.
You go on and on. But there are so many, and I love a lot of the drummers that play in a lot of the new bands.
Okay, well we're gonna go hard to break at 7:58, like I said, and we're gonna talk more about drumming and more about guitars and music, and we're gonna chime in about other people's music when we come back from break. We're here with Mark Wihlidal and the Doctors of Music and fantastic rock music, and we're gonna bring some more music to you after the break. We're gonna be coming in with Len Mizzoni's Better Days and Lisa Hartt's Don't Tell Me How I Feel. And I think Sinead would say that, don't tell me how I feel. And too many people do that for people with mental health. And we'll be back right after this.
From Toronto, Canada, CHHA 1610 AM, the voice of our community, because we are a part of your daily life.
You are listening to The Joyce Aldrich Show at CHHA 1610 AM. La voz de la comunidad, Toronto.
Present situation, not final destination. Better days. Face your demons, afraid of confrontation. Better days. the sunshine through the clouds. Raise your voice, sing out loud. Know the best is yet to come. Dance to the beat of your drum. In the end it only matters who's your friend. When it rains it pours, but soon the sun shines again. Can't start the next chapter of your life. Heal the wounds that cut like a knife. Present situation, not final destination. Better days. Face your demons, afraid of confrontation. Better days. Step outside of your comfort zone. Hard to love when you're all alone. Life's aspirations take vision and passion. Strive to achieve with no distraction. The realm of possibilities are in your reach. The trust you earn from others, don't you breach. Find that place where you prevail. Harness the winds that fill your sail. Present situation, not final destination. Better days. Face your demons, afraid of confrontation. Better days. Present situation, not final destination. Better days. Face your demons, afraid of confrontation. Better days. Present situation, not final destination. Better days. Face your demons, afraid of confrontation. Better days.
Running through the fields of summer in the golden sun. I had a kind of warning of the girl I'd become. That's the only girl you know, the shell that you see here. And now you're waiting for the day when I just disappear. When I was just a girl, I loved my family and my dog. Back then I didn't know I would end up in this fog. Don't judge me by the way I look or by the words I use. Don't think you know my feelings till you walk a mile in my shoes. Don't tell me how I feel. You don't even know who I am. Don't tell me what to do. I see more than you. And very, very soon I'll lay this burden down. I'll go back to where it all began. like the tunnel train. Don't tell me how I feel. You don't even know who I am. Don't tell me what to do. I see more than you. And very, very soon I'll lay this burden down. I'll go back to where it all began. Don't tell me how I feel. Don't tell me what to do. I deserve to have a full life, a house and family. It was a sweet dream that escaped me, though I tried so valiantly. Don't tell me how I feel. You don't even know who I am. Don't tell me what to do. I see more than you. And very, very soon I'll lay this burden down. And I'll go back to where it all began. Don't tell me how I feel. Don't tell me how I feel. You don't even know who I am. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what I see more than you. I see much more than you. And very, very soon. Don't tell me how I'll lay this burden down. Tell me what to do. I'll go back to where I see much more than you. Where it all began. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to feel. Don't tell me who I am.
That was Lisa Hartt with Don't Tell Me How I Feel. And before that, Len Mizzoni, Better Days, and fabulous singer-songwriters. And I would love one day to hear a duet with you, Mark, and Lisa. Is that in the offing?
Well, I'd have to have these guys with me because
Well, yeah.
they make me sound better,
Well, yeah.
and they'd make Lisa and I both sound better. But
Well,
yeah,
that's-
I'd go
well,
for that.
Well, yeah, she'll join the band.
Jeff's,
That's
oh
all.
yeah,
She'll be
she
the
could
girl
join
singer.
up with us.
She'll
I
be the girl
actually
singer.
said to her last week, I said, I think I said to her, we got to play guitars together sometime. And she, Jeff said, man, she's got a nice voice there, and
Well,
she does.
Jeff,
She's a nice
Jeff,
lady.
wouldn't you agree that their voices would go together so well?
Yes, they would.
Tell us, yeah, what do you think about that?
Well, I think it's a good idea.
Just don't ask Jeff to play the drums.
Yeah, I'm lousy on drums.
He plays everything fabulously, but don't let him get behind the drums.
No drums. Well, okay, so now I want just some thoughts on Sinead, because we just played that song, Don't Tell Me How I Feel. When I was listening to the lyrics again, it just brought to mind, and we talked about the mental health benefit that you're doing as well. It's so important to help people, and when people are children too, you know, like that's when we have to really help people, because that's when it all starts, you know. But any thoughts on Sinead O'Connor from you guys?
Go ahead,
Steve
Jeff.
or Jeff?
Well, I think she had a lot of courage, and she was an exquisite musician and singer and writer. And the courage thing is what impressed me the most with her. She was abused as a kid.
Yes.
And she became an activist about it.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we all need to be activists about it, you know. Yeah, too many children are you know, abused as children, and it causes mental health issues later on, and not so far in life, but later on in life. So how about you, Steve? What do you think of your thoughts on Sinead O'Connor?
Well, I don't really know a whole lot about her. I just know her name, and I know some of her tunes, but I really don't know a whole lot about her, honestly. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's so much music out there that it's hard to focus on all of it and all the artists.
Absolutely.
So, and yeah, I don't really know a whole lot about Sinead O'Connor.
I think she was a lot like Batman, actually.
She could be.
No.
Yeah.
Well, like Batman lost his parents when he was very young, and he was damaged, Yeah. And sort of a dark soul,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dark soul. Mark, what do you think? What's your thoughts?
I liked her, but I don't know. I didn't like her too at some points in time. Maybe it was because she was
edgy.
I don't know. Maybe too edgy for me.
Yeah.
And I mean, but God love her because of all the struggles she went through, and God love her to bring up things that no one else would.
Yeah. Well, she did, because she really didn't care about fame and fortune. That wasn't what she was looking for. She just wanted to tell her story and have a voice,
Well, I can feel the same way, because we're not looking for fame and fortune either. I don't think you can do that and actually be good at whatever you want to do. What you have to do is play for the love of the music. And if fame and fortune comes, well, that would be okay, I guess. I don't know. But it doesn't matter.
No.
It should be about the music. And I know for these guys, we don't make a lot of money. Musicians don't make a lot of money.
No.
Even when you play live now, you're still getting money that you used to get 40 years ago. But we don't play for the money. You need it to pay for gas and, get more gear and stuff. But really, you play because you want to hear that clapping sound of people. You want to make them go home and feel like you did something for them.
Okay.
Made their heart feel good, made their soul. Maybe they got up to dance. Maybe they got to talk to people.
And they had fun, and they played. I'm going to play you a song right now called Cinema Girl. You're going to love this.
Oh, we played that. We used to play that. Yeah.
I don't know. This is Melanie Peterson, and I don't know.
That'll be different.
Yeah. This is her song, and it's about meeting.
It's not Neil Young.
No. This is a different Cinema Girl. This is a local girl, Melanie Peterson. So here it is, Melanie Peterson with Cinema Girl, and great song. You're going to enjoy this.
Cinema Girl, I loved your movie. That's how I broke the ice. She was sitting in the chair by mine in the salon, where Kim cuts our hair real nice, real nice. Hey, Cinema Girl, you're quite a vision. Won't you tell your secret? She said, every day I make a promise to myself, and every day I keep it. I keep it. I jump in the sandbox, jump in the sandbox, jump in the sandbox every day and play. Hey, Cinema Girl, that's how I broke the ice.
Cinema Girl. Not the Cinema Girl you thought. We're going to go to break right now, but that, you know that song was about? Melanie Peterson, during the film festival, went to her favorite hairdresser down in Yorkville, and she was sitting right next to Drew Barrymore, and she thought, how am I going to break the ice? So she said, hey, Cinema Girl, I loved your movie. You know? So
that's pretty cool.
That's what that's about. And when we're coming up, we're going to be hearing a new release, just released. It's called Apple Moonshine from Fiddlestix. Do you know Fiddlestix at all?
I've never heard of them, but that girl was really nice.
Yeah, you're going to hear something when we come back from break. We've got to go to break, but we'll talk about Fiddlestix' song after this. Great violinist. Oh my goodness, real down home stuff.
Apple moonshine, summertime, summertime, summertime. It's 5 o'clock and I'm punching out. This long weekend's what it's all about. Gotta get home soon so I can show and shine. Getting ready for a good time. Got my bag all packed and out the door. Gonna hit that corner liquor store. A taste of moonshine, gonna give me some cottage country. Here we come. The lake's so calm, the sky's so blue. I can't find a better place than to be here with you. You know I like that sweet wine, summertime, down by the lake with that girl of mine. Nothing to do, just a wasting time. Sweet summertime, apple moonshine, splash of lime. Strumming a sixer with some friends of mine, taking it through to the morning light. Sweet summertime. Sun is shining as I hit the gas. Wanna get there quick to make a good time last. Weekends with your friends is such a blast. My bare feet gonna touch that grass. The lake is cool, the sun is high. A few drinks are gonna hit the spot. The whole gang's here and that's quite a lot. I think you know what I mean. The lake's so calm, the sky's so blue. I can't find a better place than to be here with you. I like that sweet wine, summertime, down by the lake with a girl of mine. Nothing to do, just a waste of time. Sweet summertime, apple moonshine, splash of lime. Strumming a sixer with some friends of mine, taking it through to the morning light. Sweet summertime. Down by the lake with a girl of mine. Nothing to do, just a waste of time. Sweet summertime, apple moonshine, splash of lime. Strumming a sixer with some friends of mine, taking it through to the morning light. Sweet summertime, you know I like that sweet wine, summertime, down by the lake with a girl of mine. Nothing to do, just a waste of time. Sweet summertime, apple moonshine, splash of lime. Strumming a sixer with some friends of mine, kicking it through to the morning light. Sweet summertime, apple moonshine, that sweet summertime shine. Yeah, that sweet summertime shine. Oh, that sweet summertime shine. Yeah, sweet summertime.
Comforted by pain, falling to the ground. There's nothing I can gain from crying in the rain. I should have learned by now so I smile. As the fog is more my style, I wanna be the fog, living so lightly, not clumsy like the rain. I wanna be the fog, living so lightly, not clumsy like the rain, clumsy like the rain. Time for me to stand. I feel the quicksand sucking at my feet, but I rise this time. Just the fog in me, and so I smile. As the fog is more my style, I wanna be the fog, living so lightly, not clumsy like the rain. I wanna be the fog, living so lightly, not clumsy like the rain, clumsy like the rain. Don't wanna be clumsy like the rain. Don't wanna be clumsy like the rain. Clumsy like the rain. Don't wanna be clumsy like the rain. Clumsy like the rain. Don't wanna be clumsy like the rain. Clumsy like the rain.
That's the beautiful Carolyn Loberto with "Clumsy Like the Rain," and we got some picking going on in the back there. Oh, you can't give a musician's got a guitar, they got to pick it. It's wonderful. And before that, of course, was Fiddlestix, and that was their brand new release just this week with Apple Moonshine. And if any of you are out there at the cottage right now, you know exactly what that feels like, getting out of the city and having some fun. So you guys, did you? Well, Steve, give me your feedback on Fiddlestix. You like that?
Definitely. That kind of, it's a country to me. I love that stuff. That was a tight band.
Yeah.
Great vocals. Great playing on that, yeah. I like that stuff.
You should see those guys live. This is great. This is so fun. And they often play the CNE too and all over. They play all these rib fests. You can imagine. It's pretty good, pretty good.
Well, thanks for introducing me to that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can get their music online. I'm going to just talk about that a little bit before we go. Where can people buy your music?
Well, they can just go to YouTube and listen to it for free.
Yeah.
You can go to Spotify and listen to it for free. And my name is hard to spell.
I know it.
Yeah.
It's Wihlidal, but when you told me how it's
I've had that trouble my whole life. And if Mom and Dad, if you're listening in, and they might be.
Did they misspell it?
Yeah. Well, I've had trouble because of that Anthony thing.
Oh, my goodness. Of course, I now call you Mark, dear.
Oh, geez. Thank you, Joyce.
No
I really
problem.
appreciate that because, just calling me dear is really nice, too. I mean, no one ever calls me that. So.
Oh, goodness gracious. So your name is spelt?
It's spelled, if you want to go on YouTube, it's Wihlidal, and it's pronounced Wihlidal. which is close enough, I guess.
I suppose so. But the thing is, like maybe you should just put it under Doctors of Music,
Well, if you go on the internet and punch in Mark and the Doctors of Music, I'm pretty sure our site will come up.
I think that is
sure.
probably the best.
Actually,
way
the
to
boys
go.
are checking
They're
in
checking
right
it now. Let's see,
if that
make sure if that actually
Steve's
works.
right on that, man.
Yeah, and of course, and that's how we support our musicians. Excuse me, is to buy their music, listen to the music, go out to the gigs, and also when you see a musician playing on the street, don't just pass them by. Stop, listen to a song, throw something. If they're collecting money, give them something.
I agree with you 100% on that one.
Don't make it a loony.
That's right.
Make it, give them something. Whatever.
We've had things thrown at us.
Have you had a rotten tomato? No, not tomatoes. Not what kind of things have you had thrown at you, Jeff?
Oh, I shouldn't have gone into that.
Okay. I actually.
Yeah, underwear,
okay,
Jeff.
Okay,
women's underwear.
Yeah. Mark. Yeah. Yes, I was in a Cuban band. I already know about that.
Yeah.
So, so no, we don't talk about that here on the family show. Okay.
Okay.
It's clean underwear. Anyway, so everything fine. But yeah, things get thrown at you. That's true.
Anyway, Steve
enough of that.
Steve just looked up Mark and the Doctors of Music.
Does it work?
And it comes up.
Okay, and it's Mark with a K.
Mark with a K, yes.
Mark with a K and the Doctors of Music. So we're going to go to break again. And when we come back, we're going to come back with more live music.
Yeah,
right?
Fantastic.
And that would be you playing.
Yeah,
What are you going to play for us?
We're going to play, actually, we might do a cover tune, and I got another new song that's sitting on the shelf that Jeff and I may get into. And
okay, all right, we'll get ready for two.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
No problem.
Oh, my gosh. For anyone's listening in tonight, I hope you're having a great time. And
well, we are.
They are. We're having a wonderful time here, and that's what it's all about, right? We're here to entertain you, and I hope you are being entertained here at CHHA 1610 AM. It's 8:20, 8:05, and we're going to break at 22 degrees on this beautiful summer evening.
Tenemos una nueva forma de comunicarnos. CHHA 1610 AM te invita a que nos escribas a nuestro WhatsApp tus opiniones, peticiones, comentarios, saludos y más al 416-577-0228. 416-577-0228. 416-577-0228.
Listen to us all around the world. Visit chha1610am.ca for new content daily.
You are listening to The Joyce Aldrich Show at CHHA 1610 AM. La voz de la comunidad, Toronto.
And we're back. We're back. Well, it wasn't too long, was it? Are you still here, boys?
I think we are.
All right. So let's have some music then. Let's do it.
Okay, we'll play some music for you.
Play some music for our listeners here. And you're listening everywhere. Where they're listening west of Niagara Falls, north of Barrie, south of Buffalo, and over to Cornwall. And all the international listeners we have.
And hello to all my Facebook friends or all our friends who tuned in. I thank you very much. Without you guys,
yeah, you got some thank yous. Let's get the thank yous going. That's
we
a good
are
idea. Shout outs.
so lucky to have the Facebook people have been so good with us, and also I wanted to put a big shout out to Christine, Marie, and Rob and Jeff McAnally. When during COVID, Jeff and I got Yellow Dress and Evil Spell with those folks. Those some of them were in the studio with us too, and we just had a fabulous time. It really was lucky. Again, it sharpened. They just didn't want to tour after and didn't want to play out, so Jeff and I moved on and found Steve and Steve after that.
14 months ago.
But I wanted to thank those anyway. It was a wonderful time, and they're still good friends, good musicians, good people, and yeah, I think I've covered everybody. All the Cuban guys I've covered, but I'll have more to say about that in a while.
Well, I'm very sure. So what are you going to play for us?
How about a little Marshall Tucker? We'll do we'll do a little cover tune here.
Okie dokie. Let's go.
looking back. Gonna take us southbound all the way to Georgia till that train runs out of track. Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Can't you see? Can't you see that woman been doing to me? Climb a mountain, highest mountain, jump off, never come down. Gonna take us southbound, all the way to Georgia, till that train runs out of track. Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Come on, Jeff. That woman been doing to me? Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Couple more, Jeff, come on. Been doing to me.
I love that. Fantastic. Go, yes, guys. Yes, absolutely wonderful. So, oh wow, great tune. You guys played that like
I had to plug my headphones back in. Didn't hear a word you said, but I'm sure it was okay.
Oh, I said that was so awful. I didn't get any of the levels here. It was horrible, and you guys.
Yeah, Steve was actually exceptional on drums there too.
I know, boy. That's all I could hear were the drums.
My best piece of work.
And Jeff, Jeff plays bass with us now, but he's such an exceptional guitar player, an exceptional keyboard, an exceptional musician, and Steve, too, I tell you, these two guys, bass and drums, they mean everything in the band.
Stop.
Without these two, without a rhythm section, you have nothing.
It's true. Actually, you have to have it. Jeff, you were a teacher?
Yes. Well.
What did you teach?
No,
I'm
I was certified from K to 6, and also for manufacturing in high school, but I had a short look at it and decided it was easier just to be a supply teacher guy. So I did.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I did that for like 22 odd years.
That's good to float around like that. I was married to a drama teacher. I get that gig. It's not easy.
Well, if I'd have been raising kids and was in a big debt and whatever, I might have toughed it out. but I was able to drop the piano and do some stuff I wanted to do.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
So for you, more people need to be doing that kind of thing, because a lot of people do what they think that other people want them to do, and the parents, there's these expectations on us in life, and you just do what you want to do and enjoy your life.
It's kind of a lot of people's parents think they should go into maybe hockey or what it is, and they get pushed into things. My parents never did, really. Actually, when I was younger, I played music, and
it's a great hobby.
They supported us in the basement, and we were lousy, but they really, hey, Mom weren't we, but Mom always, she was a piano player and a really good one, grade 1 piano player, could play everything, just can't play in front of people. I know a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
That are so good, but they can't play in front of people.
Well,
they enjoy
it. They enjoy it.
So.
Yeah.
Well, my mother was an incredible piano player. I'll never be half the musician she was. And that's where I got it from, was listening to her.
Yeah, and that what our parents give us, right? So
and
amazing.
Steve, you said your dad influenced you a lot, too.
Yeah,
right?
my dad played drums. He played in a military band, and he played drum set.
Oh,
and
wow.
then he gave me my first lesson when I was probably about 6. I have a photo of that. And I just love the drums. So
was it on the snare, the first lesson?
On an actual drum set.
On a drum set,
kit, yeah.
Wow.
And he's the one that said to me, you're a left-handed person, but don't change the drums around because that way you'll be able to play on anybody's set if you want to sit in. Because most drummers are right-handed.
Uh-huh.
He said, you just move the ride cymbal from the right side over to the left side, and you just play that way.
And that's
you
what
don't have to change the drums or use your other foot on the bass drum. It was actually, that was good advice, and I'm glad.
You had that support. Well, for me, my mom was did you ever go to the Brunswick House?
Oh, yeah.
My mom was rocking Irene.
Wow.
She was the one. Did you ever remember rocking Irene and
No.
Carla? You never went. You went upstairs, right, to Albert's Hall, right?
Yeah,
Albert's.
Well, I was around that area around about 1990, 89, 90.
Yeah, my mom was there. She was there from 1975 to 2002. She was the singer MC at the. As a matter of fact, there's a brass plaque on the Brunswick House with her name on it.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah, right there with Climax Blues Band and
Nice.
all those.
I remember those guys. They were great.
Oh, absolutely. Well, anyway, they give us stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, what's your next song? Good time.
Well, I'm going to do a song that Jeff and I had never done before, but while you were on break there, we kind of ran through it. This is a song, if my Muskoka friends are still listening. This is a song I wrote about Muskoka, and we're going to put it out eventually. It's just other songs came up. It's been written for about 6 months now.
It's not Okie from Muskoka.
No, it's not hokey.
It's not a hokey from Muskoka.
But this song is about my friends on Moon River in near Bala.
Oh, that's a beautiful
And
place.
I've spent a lot of time there, 40-some years. I used to go there all the time, and they're just such nice people. I still got to make it up. Anyway.
So it's not Moon River or Okie from Muskoka.
It's called, I don't know what it's called yet.
You haven't named it yet? Okay, so we'll name it for you. You play it and we'll name it.
Nothing better than on Moon River nights. Stars are shining way too bright. All I see is wind through the trees. Oh, summer breeze. Thousand horses couldn't drag me away. Wanna live here, leave my soul here every day. All I see is a
All I feel is a calmness in me. Please don't drag me away. Thousand horses take me away.
That. Well, you can't call it Moon River, obviously.
No, because Frank did that one, I think. We'll touch that one up.
Yeah, it was Andy Williams, and yeah, it was from Breakfast at Tiffany's. But that's a gorgeous song again. So, so we're going to be going to break in 3 minutes. So, you know what I'd like to do? I'm going to just go out with, Melanie.
Yeah.
Let's go out with a little bit of Melanie. We'll come back in and with actually, I wanted to play One Hit Wonder. We're going to play One Hit Wonder, and then we're going to talk, and go out after that. So let me play a little Melanie before we go out, because this is so summer. It just I love going back to those.
Sounds good.
Those old days. They're super. So this is Melanie with.
Oh, this has been so much fun.
Yeah, well, this is brand new key, and we're going to talk more when we come back after we hear One Hit Wonder and Melanie. Well, first Melanie though. There we go.
I rode my bicycle past your window last night. I roller skated to your door at daylight. It almost seems like you're avoiding me. I'm okay alone, but you got something I need. Well, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. I think that we should get together and try them out, you see. I've been looking around a while. You got something for me. Oh, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. I ride my bike, I roller skate, don't drive no car. Don't go too fast, but I go pretty far. For somebody who don't drive, I've been all around the world. Some people say I done all right for a girl. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I asked your mother if you were at home. She said yes, but you weren't alone. Oh, sometimes I think that you're avoiding me. I'm okay alone, but you got something I need. Well, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. I think that we should get together and try them out, you see. La 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 la. Oh, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key.
CHHA 1610 AM.
I wanna shed my skin this summer. I wanna leave this town. 28 years on the same ride, going round and round and round. I wanna drive with the windows open, let the hot streets hear me sing. I wanna quit my job and try my hand at this whole music thing. I wanna roll the dice. I wanna shed my skin. I wanna call up all my friends and pretend we'll all die today. We came into this world screaming, let's go out the same way. I wanna spend summer in the city. I wanna buy an old guitar. I wanna forget about that country girl who never gave back my heart. I wanna smash my rearview mirror. This summer, shed our skin, crawl out from under the weight of ways before. Let's just see what happens. We'll go crazy, losing sleep, and when we play, we'll play for keeps in no time at all. We'll let these old skins fall. I wanna drive down to the lake. I wanna howl at the moon. I wanna rip through a used record store to find the perfect summer tune. I wanna catch some looks. I wanna break some hearts. I wanna feel the sweat sting my eyes as I bang on my guitar. I wanna grow some wings and balls and launch myself right off this cliff. This summer, we'll shed our skin, crawl out from under the weight of ways before. Let's just see what happens. We'll go crazy, losing sleep, and when we play, we'll play for keeps in no time at all. Let these old skins fall. This summer, we'll shed our skin, crawl out from under the weight of ways before. Let's just see what happens. We'll go crazy, losing sleep, and when we play, we'll play for keeps in no time at all. We'll let these old skins fall. Yeah, this summer, we'll shed our skin, crawl out from under the weight of ways before. Let's just see what happens. We'll go crazy, losing sleep, and when we play, we'll play for keeps in no time at all. Let these old skins fall. Catch your favorite song playing on the radio. See how loud this stereo will go. If you never test it out, you gotta know. Take a look at the past, just smile and let it go.
And that's Shed Our Skin, and that is Ben Crosby, and that is actually the right song I should be playing. I can play One Hit Wonder around actually Halloween, because that's about that's another song that's about oh yeah,
That was a good song.
That's the song that I should. Yeah, it was
that
the
was
right
really
song to
nice.
play. Shed Our Skin, fantastic. That's Ben Crosby, another local, musician.
Really good.
Yeah, we've got some majorly huge talent in
Yeah,
Canada.
like I said, there is. We're on about 20 radio stations at the moment.
Yeah.
And most of them play independent music. There's a lot of good independent music,
Yeah.
boy. There's a lot of talented people out there.
There is a lot of indie. Well, they call it indie, but
Yeah, they call it indie,
I like
but-
indie, independent. Yeah,
Independent music,
Yeah,
same thing, yeah.
same thing.
But I just thank you very much for having us tonight. I just
Yes.
want to thank Alex Paris, too, our producer, my co-producer in his artist development studio in Curtis. This guy is so nice to us. Hardly charges us anything, and he tries to make the song sound so good. And That's why the good quality in Yellow Dress, all the songs.
Oh, fantastic.
Alex
really
Paris,
good
love you,
production
brother,
values.
if you're listening out there. And who else should I thank out there? Well, all the guys in Cuba, if you're still listening, man. They're probably, some of them are still listening.
And my wife, Judy.
Judy, yes. And Jeff's Judy. I love you guys out there.
Judy.
And they're both sweethearts. And
wonderful.
Of course, my good friend Sandy Graham, Lisa Hartt, I want to thank you guys for listening. EMG Collectives, you guys have been so nice to us. Let's continue on.
I feel like I should have an award to give you now.
Love you guys out there.
I don't know what I'm going to give you.
There was somebody I'm forgetting here just for a second.
You forgot the parole officer.
Oh, my parole officer. I'd like to thank him for letting us out tonight.
Yeah, somebody let you guys out. The
Jeff
Doctors
got out of the, he was in the crackers unit.
Well, we got exactly 30 seconds in because I'm going to be going out with more Fiddlestix with Summertime. So I want to welcome all of you here again. We'll have you here
I would
again.
love to come back
we'll
and
come
thank you very much.
Yeah, and what we're going to do though, we're going to play some Fiddlestix. We're going to have you back, Jeff and Steve, and maybe the other Steve.
Maybe the other Steve will
maybe
come
he'll
up.
say, "Hey, y'all, come on," and that would be one. We'd love to have you, Steve.
Oh, I'd like
and
to
Mark.
thank him and Marie Bekesi and all the guys at Hawk and all the Facebook. I love you guys.
Yeah.
My sister, mom and dad, everybody who's supporting us out there.
I'm going to play Fiddlestix, and I will be coming in with your shiny. I got to give you something. I'll tell you.
No, throw money, but not loonies.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to go out with this. We're going to go out to the rest of the show with Fiddlestix with Summertime, and that was released in 2013.
Thank you, Joyce.
Thank
you. From the Doctors of Music.
From the Doctors of Music. Here we go. Summertime.
Yesterday I was sitting all alone. I heard a ring and then I picked up the phone. You said you had a sweet surprise for me. I said that's great, whatever could it be? Just then I heard a knock at my front door. I said hang on and you can tell me more. Whoever could it be, I'll go and see. Maybe it's something that you said to me. I said it feels so good and it feels so right and it feels so hot in the summertime. In the summertime, we don't sit and play on the telephone. I said it feels so good with you tonight. The way you hold and squeeze me tight, holding you so close by summertime. I opened up the door and then I saw you standing there. Memories of summers past, sparks flew through the air. When we were young and so in love, we spent those long hot nights in each other's arms so free. It always felt so right. So right and it feels so hot in the summertime. In the summertime, alone and we don't sit and play on the telephone. I say that it feels so good with you tonight. The way you hold and squeeze me tight, holding you so close by. When it's just you and me, there's no one else to see. I'm playing the summer sun. When I'm with you, it's just so much fun. Seasons change and summer passes by. Years they pass, the time keeps slipping on. After all this I did find all alone. We don't sit and play on the telephone. I say that it feels so good with you tonight. The way you hold and squeeze me tight, holding you so close by. I say that it feels so good and it feels so right and it feels so hot in the summertime. When you're in my arms, so all alone. We don't sit and play on the telephone. I say that it feels so good with you tonight. The way you hold and squeeze me tight, holding you so close by. Summertime, summertime, summertime. Oh yeah, sweet, sweet, sweet summertime.
Sweet, sweet summertime. We've had a great time tonight with Mark Wihlidal and the Doctors of Music. So we'll be back next week with more great music here on the Joyce Aldrich Show on CHHA 1610 AM. It's 8:57, 21 degrees. We're going out and have a wonderful, safe time this summer and have a wonderful time. Yes, I can hear Mark saying goodbye, but it's my turn to say goodbye now. I'll tell you. We'll have you back, Mark. Anyway, it's a wonderful evening. Enjoy it. Stay safe and drive carefully. Coming home there on Sunday night, just be really careful.
CHHA 1610 AM, the first and only Hispanic radio station in Canada from Toronto to the world.
Call now 416-782-2953 or visit chha1610am.ca.